Welcome to Big Time Wrestling DVD. My name is Joe Dombrowski. I'll be your host for the next couple of hours, and it's great to be back in the town of Morganton, North Carolina. Had the opportunity to be here late last year. It was a festive and fun occasion as the town welcomed us with open arms. Rich wrestling history throughout here in North Carolina. As we kick off our outing this evening with a three-way contest as your opening bout. Dynamite Danny Miles on the apron a moment ago, rather the second rope, I should say. But his jeers give way to the cheers of the Obsession, the Midnight Sun, Caleb Konley. Konley, one of the most heavily scouted individuals in professional wrestling today, but you could say the same thing about the third endeavor, the third participant in this matchup, John Skyler. Skyler has been all over the top independents lately. He's done some appearances in NXT as well, sometimes with his frequent tag partner Corey Hollis. And Skyler's name continues to rise, and it seems like Skyler and Miles have singled out Caleb Konley as the weak point, or perhaps the strong point they'd like to weaken in the early minutes of this matchup. And I think it's true with all three of these athletes that they have never been in better shape and never seen better days than they're experiencing currently. All three men at their peak thus far. Pace quickens and Caleb Konley with a takedown. And it's Konley unloading on everybody. Elbows and drop kicks abound. As Konley now grounds Dynamite Danny Miles. Konley frequently hangs out with the members of that Revolt faction. Don't believe they see eye to eye on their views of Morganton, though. They're having separate endeavors this evening, are the Revolt members. More on that as we press on. As Skyler sneaking around the outside of the ring. And his attempts to thwart the offense of Konley were quite unsuccessful. As Konley has both adversaries hooked. Head scissors, headlock, takeover, nicely done. As Konley is out wrestling two men at once here at Big Time Wrestling. And you don't hang around in BTW unless you've proven yourself, unless you've impressed somebody. So for Konley to best any two men, let alone these two, is quite the feat as Skyler digs deep into the back of Konley, who ducked his head too soon. Capitalizes with that double underhook down into the Tiger Bomb. Skyler could get him here 2-0. It is one fall to a finish. Miles would have lost this matchup had Skyler pinned Konley. Notice Skyler with a very wide stance of his legs. He wants to get all of his weight positioned firmly and evenly over top of Konley to make it as difficult as possible for Konley to kick out. That's a textbook cover that shows you that Skyler has been trained and mentored by the best. A lot of times it's those little things that you don't notice that make the difference between a win and a loss on any given night, and Skyler knows that very well. If Skyler wins this match, we can look back to an example like that as can possibly why. As Miles inserts himself in the equation, eliminates Skyler, and Miles gets much the same. Look at Konley unload. Miles for the ride. Huge knife edge chop in the corner. Konley is feeling it. Here this week at Big Time Wrestling, this may have been the best I've ever seen Konley in a BTW ring. This guy's looking great. And Skyler to the floor. Konley landed violently on that top ring cable. His face bounced off of that ring cable. Miles knew what he was doing. He overshot the corner, and dropped Konley on that elevator cable, which just bounced across the face, and Konley may be seriously hurt. That's that killer instinct of Miles. Miles knows it may be time to strike with Skyler on the outside. Again, it's one fall to a finish. You got to neutralize, technically, 2 men at once. Even though Miles and Skyler, as Miles finds two a moment ago, even though Miles and Skyler have worked together much of this matchup, you got to believe there will come a point where that alliance could break. Konley trying to battle his way to his feet. Create some distance between he and Miles. And Miles into the eyes. For the ride. Oh, what a cannonball. Konley sandwiched in the corner. He is motionless. This could be all, though. Near fall situation. As Miles shows his frustration. Nothing the official could do. Miles another pin attempt. Oh, look at Konley reverses the weight and almost got it. And a huge collision. Miles has added upper body mass. He's added a lot of technical prowess. He takes himself so seriously. Miles is more dangerous in that ring by the week. And you notice Skyler trying to get involved, and so much for the allegiance. Miles shut Skyler down, kept him on the outside of the ring, and now continues to press on Caleb Konley. Energetic crowd here once again in Morganton. Love to see Caleb Konley through this thing. Jawbreaker. Suplex coming up, counter. We get the upper hand. Miles just ignores the suplex. I believe just break the eyes. Follow through drop kick. Konley sandwiched once again by Miles. Miles has learned how to use his body as an offensive weapon. And here comes Skyler from out of nowhere. John Skyler working hard in his craft for about a decade. Really similar experience levels all around with these athletes. Skyler a death grip on that top rope. Miles attempting a paddle counter roll. Look at Konley. Look at that. Skyler launched, shoulders down, and Konley almost got two for the price of one there, in a manner of speaking. Konley was able to take Miles down. The momentum propelled Skyler across the ring, and Konley once again attempting to fight the world. Hard spikes back and forth. Gut check time between these athletes, Skyler and Miles. Collide once again, Caleb Konley. Oh, went for a head of steam. Skyler and Miles adjusted. They had the same thought in mind. Super kick to the face. Konley may be wiped out. Look at Miles. Miles tried to steal the cover from Skyler and gets two. Miles trying to explain himself. It's obvious. The motivations, the intentions here. Skyler and Miles debating it. Let's be friendly. No, Skyler is trying to one-up Miles for two. And that's what happens when trust goes by the wayside. And Miles and Skyler slugging it out. And this is the desperation respite Konley needed. Skyler was going to go twisting DDT. Konley cut out the middleman. Drop kick to Skyler, who takes down Miles. Everybody's feeling pain. And the question becomes, who of the three can get to their feet first potential turning point in this opening three-way contest? Konley with a left. For Miles and for Skyler. Caleb Konley. Senton splash. You can feel the wind rushing out of Skyler as Konley can feel the energy. Miles the foot up. Konley, blue thunder bomb, nicely done. He could have him. Near fall as Skyler interrupts, and again Skyler not helping out Miles anymore. Skyler saving his own interests to keep himself in this match. Skyler to the outside, but hangs on, doesn't fall all the way to the floor. Caleb out of fireman's carry. Miles into Skyler. Skyler in with a spear. Skyler connects, nicely done, but now has to take care of Miles as well. Here comes Miles. Skyler hits him with a spear too. Skyler's going to win this thing. 2-0. Skyler's had so much momentum in his career and was a half second away from building off a bit further with a victory over one of these two men. And Skyler maybe getting a little desperate, maybe wondering what it's going to take to come out on top in this match. No appreciation, no respect for the city of Morganton. Skyler wants to win, get paid, and get the heck out. Look at Miles. Miles caught Skyler. Oh, the gutbuster, nicely done. Miles could get him here. No. Skyler kicks out for this pair. That's the second or third time Skyler's been hit around that part of the body. Had the wind knocked out of him. Konley gets drilled. Only reason he's not on his back is because of that corner. Miles on the second turnbuckle on the inside. Konley senses danger, pushes him off. Oh, what a open hand thrust by Skyler. Could Skyler get the superplex? This could be a game changer. This could be a game finisher if you're Caleb Konley. And Konley knows it, pushes Skyler off. And Miles and Skyler both now putting their differences aside for the extermination of Caleb Konley, but Konley fighting his way free. Oh, Miles! Awkward landing to the outside, and Skyler gets drilled. Caleb taking a chance. Springboard moonsault connects. Did he get it off of him? He did! What an action-packed affair. Three athletes in the prime of their career, but Caleb Konley, the obsession, the Midnight Sun. The man who's been all over this world, but calls North Carolina home, is victorious here in a stellar opening contest here at Big Time Wrestling.